Calgary Forestry, this is Barrier Lake Lookout with PM Weather. You've got to look at it like you get to be here, not that you have to be here. Otherwise your mentality switches and you feel stuck. Hi, I'm Shane Turner. I'm a lookout observer in Alberta, Canada, and I'm stationed in Kananaskis at Barrier Lake Lookout. Welcome to Barrier Lake. First I'll show you the Osborne Firefinder. This is a fire lookout's best friend. Our job is to detect wildfires while they're very small and get our crews in the air so that we can begin suppression before it reaches 2 hectares. We have a cross-shot system in Alberta, so we have multiple lookouts. So if we can both see the smoke, he can give me his bearing, I use my bearing, and we line them up and we have an exact location. So very easy to find. What you're looking at is one of our all-in-one fire lookouts. So the firefinder in the middle of the room, and basically, as you can see, your bedroom, your office, in my case, a bit of a music studio and a kitchen. So it's all in one, and we only have a couple of these left active in Alberta. The rest are either fire towers, where you climb 100 feet in the air and you spend your day up in the cupola, or we also have the lighthouse style lookout, where your living quarters are separate from your workstation. It's the perfect way. There's a few artists that do this because we tend to pass certain psych eval questions like, can you stare for 13 hours without getting bored? Well, anybody that's a creative mind is like, yeah. We are up at about 7:15 in the morning. And from there, you take your weather and you report it to forestry. And that is how we know what our day is going to look like. So how much humidity is there? What's the wind speed? What's the duff and drought and moisture code? And we calculate all that together, and from there we can assess the hazard level we'll be on for the day. So if it's soaking wet, 100% humidity, there's a good chance your day is going to be a little easier. Your job is to be in tune with the land, watch the weather, and just be aware so that when something happens, you already feel it coming or you're just prepared for it. We want to make sure at the very minimum we do a complete scan of land every 15 minutes. Most fires are caught just with your peripherals, corner of your eye. The scans do catch them if you happen to miss it the first time, but usually most fires that we spot, we're like, oh, there it is. We use what other provinces use as well, like scans, sensors, and satellites, but those still require heat, which is often 1 to 2 hectares in size. We like to spot our fires and begin suppression at 0.1 hectares, ideally. Once a month, we get our supply order, and we call that day Service Day, and it's Christmas for fire lookouts. Especially if you have a strong signal and you can order a few presents for yourself, but at the very minimum, your grocery order and your drinking water is coming. And if you're at one of the more isolated lookouts where you don't see any humans, that's your chance to get a handshake once a month from that pilot or our detection aid. This is my 10th season, so I did 2 seasons in high level, I did 3 seasons in Whitecourt, and this is my 5th season down here. There's only about 10 openings countrywide a year, so it shouldn't be too hard to find 10 introverts. It's kind of one of those jobs that you know if you're that person. We tend to know that, yeah, alone in the woods is what I've been looking for.